Oh yes, girl. I think that's a hate crime right there. Right. Do you not agree? Because I do. I'm like that was all like I'm going. Well, when I saw it, I was like, it's only a glimpse. It's fine. But no, people are just. I've not even looked online.
Hi, I'm Ella Day and welcome to Attitude Tea Time. Each week, I'll be bringing you the freshly brewed tea from Drag Race UK Series 5 with the latest eliminee. This week, I'm joined by Doncaster diva, Miss Naomi Carter. How are you?
Babs? I'm all right. How are you?
I'm marvellous. It's so lovely to
Good.
see you again. So, how did it feel watching the episode last night?
Honestly, like it were a wild one, but no, I didn't want to leave. I don't think anyone ever wants to leave Drag Race unless like the vote themselves put them up. You know what I mean? Like a few queens in the past, but no, I'm gutted to leave. But I understand why. I get it. I'm not delusional. I'm not completely insane. It's fine.
Not completely insane, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah, that's what I mean, just a little bit.
I love that. It's strange when you watch it back, isn't it? And you're waiting a long time for the episode to come out. So I bet it, in a way, do you feel a bit relieved that you've watched your exit now?
Yeah, I'm glad it's out of the way because like the fun thing for me now is like I'm a big fan of Drag Race in general. So like I get to watch the rest of it now, like a viewer, if that makes sense. So like I know little bits that go on, but I don't know like the whole severity. And oh girl, like from what I've heard, I'm excited to see what's going to be going down these next few weeks.
Ooh, juicy. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
So let's get into the episode we just watched. It was a comedy challenge and we didn't get many jokes from you, not gonna lie, in the disaster class. Did you have more jokes prepared?
I feel like I did say some that probably didn't make it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not like necessarily mad over the fact because like I didn't do the best watching it back. I didn't do the best, so rightfully so. I had to lip sync and like I'm not obviously like the most happy about leaving, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean I can't change anything. Like obviously, if I was to go back in time, there'd be things I would change. Let me tell you that.
So on the runway, you got a mixed bag of comments about your look. Do you have any regrets for your disaster class look and the lack of a lash?
Girl. I would definitely would have changed the outfit. So what I thought because like it was brief executive realness. So I was like, right, I want to do because I thought it was going to be like for a ball. So I thought, let me do something different. Like I had like different hair, different like, do you know what I mean? Like to make it, well, obviously I wouldn't do different makeup, but I wanted to give you like executive realness on Mars, like that kind of vibe. So obviously when it was like, oh yeah, we're doing like a panel comedy kind of challenge, I was just like, right. And the lash girl, I know it's inexcusable. Terrible. But no, so basically we were rehearsing as a group and like I was the longest painter of all the girls, so it was always me, the last one to like getting all my stuff on, like so obviously like the girls were ready, they were sorted, so they were like, oh, let's rehearse. I'm not blaming them in the slightest, by the way, like at all. And so we were rehearsing and I just got sidetracked because I was just so into rehearsing, if that makes sense, and that I forgot to put that's what lash on. I'm like,
so you had zero lash on because I think, didn't you say you had a little wispy one on the end?
Yeah, so what it was, you know, like I wouldn't do it to my mum because my mum's my mum, do you know what I mean? But you know, like when you're at school and the teacher's like calling you out on something and it's just like a tiny little white lie, and then you're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have said that white lie now, like that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Well listen, you're not the first one. I'll tell you a secret, and I don't know if Vanity will appreciate that. She completely forgot to wear a lash for one of the runways, so you're not the first, you're not the last, so don't worry about it. Lashes or no lashes, you still look stunning anyway.
Thank you, baby.
Right, what else have we got? So what did you make of RuPaul's comments on your Doncaster accent?
Over the years growing up, I've been like spoken down to about the way that I speak and stuff like that. So I feel like
spoken down? Fuck them people, they crazy. I love the way you speak. It's so fabulous. You know that, right?
I didn't know till I came here, but I do now.
That voice, that's the gold right there.
Honestly, I was gagged by it because I was just like, I don't know. Obviously, I had a critique from Ru, but like the fact that she looked, well, I'll tell you one little thing. I'm not even lying to you. She could not understand me. Couldn't understand me.
No.
Like really? Michelle on the runway were translating. I'm literally like, I don't sound that bad, do I? But no, like, but she was saying to me that she was like, she loves it. It makes me like unique, like this kind of thing. And I was just like, I don't know. People have always like not taken the mess out of me for my voice or whatever, but it's either that I sound too masculine or too this or not enough of this or whatever. But like the fact that she loved it, I was just like, I love that for me.
I love it.
That's just me being like my genuine, authentic self. So like the fact that she loves it, I'm just like, I don't even have to do it. I just have to open me go.
So when you were talking to RuPaul, did you feel like RuPaul was just like blankly staring at you with no idea of what you were saying?
Oh, there were a couple of times, like in the design challenge, it was, oh, you'd have loved it. So I wish they'd have shown it because it was so funny. So I'm there being like, I love, this is my design, I'm going to do this, da, 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 da. And she just looks at me and she's like, I have no idea what you're saying, but yeah. And I was like, no. So honestly, I could be like, right, I'm off to Tesco, I'm going to buy some milk, some eggs, some bread, and she'd be like, oh my God, amazing design. Like literally she had no idea.
That's brilliant. I love that. She needs
right.
some like subtitles at the bottom of the screen whenever you're talking, or someone like in her ear telling her what the hell is she saying. So we saw a lot of drama in the last episode between Cara, Banksy, and Vicky.
You literally said in your runway, missed lines happen.
You did miss lines, and you said you missed lines as well. You missed two. You said on the runway, you missed two.
You were just as shit as me, babe.
Baby, I was not just as shit as you.
No one was shit, that's
really?
Nope.
Really, girl?
Fuck off.
What was the room like at that point? And do you think that Banksy was being the lamb to slaughter, like she said?
The room at that point, it was very tense, not gonna lie, because obviously I feel like it's a high pressure competition, everybody's striving to do the best that they can do, so like things like that, it does cause a little bit of tension between the girls, but like I do like to some degree agree with her about the whole like lamb to slaughter kind of thing, because like a name, in my eyes, her name got said twice when the judges were critiquing the girls individually, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like obviously the group that won were the winners of the group. The two groups that didn't win were like the two like less successful ones of the group. However, like I feel like the girls in Cara, Vicky and Banksy's group, I feel like they just kind of like tried to just chuck little, not like, this is what I think, almost like deflecting a little bit to be like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that was fair, because it's not like they asked like, how do you think other people in your group could have done better? It was just
it was very much deflective, wasn't it? It was like almost preempting them not getting the blame by just saying, oh, actually, I think Banksy was, Okay, well no, did we see, was there more that, because you were obviously on the runway listening to all the critiques, was there more said that we didn't see?
No, I feel like they got it. I feel like they got pretty much. But I will say for like about Banksy, like I've got to take my hat off to her, because she went outside. She just literally, because obviously it's a stressful situation in general. So like she took herself outside. She literally had a minute. And she came straight back in and she apologized. And like I know even me, it'd probably taken me not like half a day, but it'd taken me like a little bit longer than 5 minutes, you know what I mean? So like I've got to give her like big respect, and like, do you know what I mean? Obviously like being a younger queen as well, like she's literally just kind of just like gritting her teeth and just been like, I've said this and it's upset you, you've said this and it's upset me, like I'm sorry, let's move on. So I just think it just says a lot about her as a person.
Yeah, 100%. It's such, like you said, it's such an intense environment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I hats off to her. I think I couldn't have got over that. I would have needed to sleep on that, come back the next day and then be like,
that's what I mean.
It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
So were you concerned when it was revealed you were up against Cara Melle?
Oh yeah, I think if anyone's lip syncing against Cara Melle, they need to be concerned. Let's be honest, like she's a powerhouse, and she's amazing.
Yeah, she is. She is amazing. So right, another question that I think a lot of people that are maybe not from the north or around the world, your parting lines, which I thought was fantastic. Seeing it. I don't know if we can say the S word. Yeah, see it a bit, dog shit. Hey! Now, tell everybody tell the southern viewers and people from all around the world, what does that mean? And is that a regular saying that you'd say up north in Doncaster?
But up north in Donny, absolutely, like would say that it's not as bad as what it sounds. I'm not saying that RuPaul looks like dog shit and I'll see you later. It's literally me just saying like, see you later, love. That's literally as simple as it is. So like, I don't know how to explain like where it even comes from, but I think one, it rhymes, it's a bit catchy, but like it's what people say. Like, it's been a bit dog shit. It's just like, I'll see you later.
Yeah. Well, my boyfriend's Italian, and he's like, "What does that mean?" And I said, "I think it just rhymes." Everyone was laughing though, and I was laughing. RuPaul looked a little bit puzzled. What do you think was going on there?
Sit a bit dog shit. Hey.
I feel like what you didn't see is she was howling. She was cackling at that. Like, even when I walked out the room, I could still hear her laughing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm funny. I'm funny."
So I am funny.
Yeah,
I am funny, Ru.
It only took me to like going home to figure that out, but hey, a little bit too late. But
you know, live and learn. You know, you've left,
Absolutely,
you come back
baby.
again. You'll come back again. Right, so let's jump back to the previous episode, which is of course the episode where you injured yourself jumping into Dee Dee. How is your knee, and how much do we blame Dee Dee's massive breastplate for what happened?
I would blame Dee Dee and a breastplate 100% for what's happened to my knee. I think I'm going to sue that lady because that was very uncalled for. No, I'm joking. I ain't got the money to sue her. But no, like, it was just one of those things. Like, we were just prattling around in the workroom, and like, I don't know, we did it like once before, and it was like so funny. So we were just like there, like not bored, but we were just like, oh, let's just prat around. Did it again, and honestly, that's probably like one of the biggest regrets of my life. Period. Genuinely, because like to this day, even now, like I can walk in it and stuff now, I'm fine. But it's like every now and again when I'm in heels and stuff like that, I get like a twinge in them. And girl, you've seen me in my 8-inch pleasers. Like I don't mess around with a small heel. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna break me other leg, but it'll be fine.
It really is, like UK and of course other seasons around the world. The knees. Why is it always the knees
I think
get
that
attacked?
like. And it's wild, isn't it? Like the producers at Drag Race need to give us some like calcium tablets, or just give us a pint of milk every night before we go to bed. Do you know what I mean? Make my bones a bit stronger.
There's something else I've got to mention from the episode we just watched, and it is the extreme close-up of your toes. How do you feel about that? Do you feel homophobically attacked?
Oh yes, girl. I think that's a hate crime right there. Right. Do you not agree? Because I do. I'm like, that was all like, well, when I saw it, I was like, it's only a glimpse, it's fine. But now people are just I've not even looked online because I'm like, it'll be my foot pics everywhere, and I should be charging a lot of money for my foot pics, and they're just vlogging them on BBC for free.
That was my first thought. You've got to make money from them tootsies.
Girl, you've got to think though, there'll be people with foot fetishes out there being like, ooh, and I'm like, no.
Giving it away for free.
Money.
I mean, back to the girl group episode, which I thought was such an epic episode. Congratulations to everyone in that episode. It was amazing. But of course, you'd injured your knee, and you brought a new definition to sofa dancing that I don't think we've ever seen before in our lives. How did it feel to be stuck on that sofa being danced around by your M52 girl group?
I'm just annoyed that like nobody ordered me a takeaway, so I could just sit there and watch it and eat it. Do you know what I mean? But no, like I will say, the girls in my group, like I've got to take my hat off to them, because when we were doing the rehearsals, I was just trying to push through the pain, and because I didn't want to let them down, didn't want to let myself down, or like just anyone on our team. So I was trying to do it, and we were in the workroom, and I think we got up to do something, and they could see the look on my face. I was in a lot of pain, and they were like, "We need to not do this. We need to think of a way." And like we like got some like they still like managed to incorporate me, and like they still worked with me, and yeah, not like obviously they've got to work with me, then they've got no choice. But no, like we really like came together as a team, and like I think we should have won just because we showed like we can face like any adversity that comes our way. Like we can absolutely kill it. But no, like I'm just so proud of us all, because like when you think Drag Race and you think girl group, it's very like cat boots a house down, mama. But like we gave so much comedy, and it's like I don't know. I feel like both groups were literally like it was so good. Like
it was a really, really close call. And also in that routine, we saw Ginger stuffing your gorgeous tootsies into her mouth. We've all seen them now. We're all jealous. Do you think she enjoyed it? And more importantly, did you like it?
I liked it quite a lot. I'm joking. I don't think she liked it, bless her. I don't know if you've smelt my feet, but Jesus Christ. Rotten, as RuPaul would say.
Rotten! Oh my gosh, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that.
I've had people DMing me saying like, me and my daughter have literally like been playing like the foot sacks, and I'm like, I probably wouldn't do it with your daughter, but you know, cute.
You do you, my love. You do you. Do you know, I used to be able to get my own foot in my own mouth, but I can't anymore. Anyways, that's another story. I want to talk about rotten.
It's rotten, but I love it. I love it. I really do. It's rotten.
I've got to say, your runway really made me smile. But have you ever sewn a look before in your life before Drag Race?
I literally like I've made so many do-rags before in the past, so I'll like stick to something that I know, simple, and then basically the green fabric that I had that was ended up being the bra that was supposed to be the do-rag, and I was literally probably like, I don't know how much this is, but like this much off like lining the full thing, and obviously my my walkthrough, they said you need to line it, so I just thought, oh, I don't know. I had a bit of a wobble anyway, and then like the next day, I was just like, shit, I'm still there trying to like, I don't even know, just try and make this do-rag work. I'm just I don't even know. So with Ginger, bless her, she came over and she could see that we're having a bit of an hard time, and she was like, babe, like, put the do-rag down, forget about it. Like, you need to think just about something on your body. You need to have something like to wear. So I literally had like 3 hours, and I'm just there. The thing is that I can sew, and I don't know why I didn't. I think it was just like all the pressure and everything, and I felt like I was just too far behind. So I'm just there, bloody hot gluing everything onto myself.
I want to know, what did the other girls say to you before you went on that runway? Were they telling you look?
They said that I look so beautiful. Yeah, they said I look beautiful. Like it's probably like the best outfit that they've ever seen on Drag Race. They like a couple of them said that I was going to win as well. No, I'm joking. I'm absolutely lying, baby. No, I feel like nobody said anything because everybody knew. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I were a bit like, oh, and they were just like, oh, no, you'll be all right. But like, everyone knew, like, even I knew I was going to be at the bottom that week. But I was just like, oh, I don't know, I'll just try my best.
I personally love the one string for the front section for your triangle of love. It's just that one string.
So you know the worst of it is. So Alexis actually said to me, she came over, she's like, "Oh, mama, like maybe put a little like another 2 straps on there." And I thought, she's setting me up for failure. Well, no, but like sometimes it does happen on Drag Race, doesn't it? Like some girls will be like, "Oh, I totally do that," and it's literally like they've got the marbles and like boom. And now I'm like, Alexis girl, I should have listened to you.
Naomi, we're gonna do a quick fire round to finish up. So just say the first thing that comes into your head. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
RuPaul.
Icon.
Michelle Visage.
So stunning. That's 2 words, but she is.
Demi Lashes.
Where?
Non-existent. Cara Melle.
Powerhouse.
Delicious.
Wig.
Ginger Johnson.
She just like there's not a word to explain her because she's so like just pure. Like she's so pure and just like
pure.
Yeah,
we'll go with that. Pure. Banksy.
Hilarious.
Doncaster.
I can't say what I want to say. I get killed. Doncaster. And France. He's from Doncaster. I don't know if you know that.
And finally, and this is the biggest one, Elle of the Day.
Bloody gorgeous.
Oh, that was 2 words, but I'll give you that. Whoa.
Baby, look at you. You deserve 2 words. You think I'm just going to give you the one? No.
Do you know what? Naomi Carter, you're my favourite guest so far. And I don't say that to all the girls.
Thank you, baby. Honestly,
Thank you so much.
Such a fun time with you. I've had so much fun.
I've loved talking to you, and thank you, and good luck with everything you go on to do, because I think you're amazing.
Thank you so much, baby. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Attitude Tea Time. Join us next week for more scalding hot tea from Drag Race UK. Bye!